What's up, everybody? Today is November the 4th, I believe. Yes, November the 4th. And I had VSG vertical sleeve on October the 23rd. So I'm officially 2 weeks out. Monday will be my third week post-op. I've been saying that I wanted to record in my progress, but I've been putting off every excuse in the world. I wanted to get my hair done. I wanted to look a certain way on the camera. I wanted transparency, but I wanted it to look a certain way. But today I decided, I just left the gym doing light cardio. Today is my second day at the gym. And I decided to record today because it's not about an image. It's not about anything besides my authentic self and what I'm actually doing and dealing with on this journey. For me, I'm going to be 100% transparent and say this has not been the easiest journey. And for people that say doing the weight loss surgery is the easy way out, until they've experienced something like this, it's not. It's definitely not. This is a tool, and if you don't treat it that way and don't know that going in, you will 100% fail at this. And I'm only 2 weeks in, and I'm not saying this like I'm an expert, but I will say in these 2 weeks, I have learned so much about myself and my discipline. And not to say that I haven't tested the waters or even strayed from 100% of the doctor's guidelines. I would say I'm at 98% of everything that they've asked me to do. Like getting in the fluids, we're supposed to have like 64 ounces every day. I'm absolutely not completing that, but am I trying? Absolutely. Like this is a 30-ounce container, and I fill it almost all the way up. It's either 30 or 40. Yeah, 30 or 40. And I try to fill it all the way up, and I try to complete at least that, in addition to a few sips of water, getting in my sugar-free popsicle. I don't do that every day. That sugar-free Jello that we can have just to feel like I'm chewing on something. Like broths, I'm absolutely tired of broths. Like if I have chicken broth or beef broth, I'm drinking it, I'm consuming it, but I'm only getting like 4 ounces of it, and I just do not like the taste. And you can try to season it to your liking, and I've done that, and for me, it is not something that I personally enjoy, but I do it because I know this is a part of the process. But what I will say is, because I have taken the initiative and made it my point to try, I will say that I have seen the progress on the scale. And I know they say you're not supposed to weigh yourself every day. I do that. I do that for me. And if I saw gainage or if I saw stagnant, it's not going to bum me out. I just do it because it's a routine. And for me, I get up in the morning, I use the restroom, I take off most of my clothes, if not all of my clothes, and I get on the scale, brush my teeth afterwards, and my day goes on. What I see on the scale, I just track. And I will say, since my surgery day, which is October the 23rd, I've lost 20 pounds. So, and then pre-op and post-op together, I've lost a substantial amount. I think I've lost 16 pounds pre-op with the pre-op diet, which is the liver shrinking diet. And this is just to come on here and give like an update. It's like a video diary for myself, so I can see what I look like on 2 weeks out. And then I want to commit to coming on here at least, I'll say once a week. If I upload more, great. If I don't, then I could say that I'm going to update as much as I can and when I feel like picking up the camera. So I don't want to make any great commitments because my energy is here and there with this. And that's why I said this hasn't been the easiest journey. Like, it has been a mental constraint for me. And one of the things that I didn't understand, I will say that I am on a medication for depression. And I didn't understand why one of the first medications, as soon as I woke up, they were giving me was my Zoloft. I was just like, of all things to give somebody that's in excruciating pain or discomfort, why would you give them their antidepressant first? And now I know why. Because this is something that is very emotionally and mentally challenging, because they say it's going to be a lifestyle change, but you don't realize how much of a change it's going to be until after the fact. I've been very private about this, not that I'm ashamed of having the surgery, but because I don't want people to be like, oh, she had weight loss surgery, especially like for family, especially because they can be your biggest critics, even though they don't realize that they are or not meaning to. Is I could tell somebody I had surgery October the 23rd and they see me, let's just say, for instance, for Thanksgiving or for Christmas when we were normally around our families, and they don't see that big of a dramatic change just looking at you, even though you know your progress, and they're passing judgment. Or if you do decide to take a spoonful of everything at Thanksgiving or a spoonful of everything at Christmas, even though you know you're not finishing it, but you put it on your plate, and you eat what you can consume and you're throwing away a plate, they're like, oh, why'd they put all that on their plate? I thought they just had weight loss surgery. It's just like that. I don't want that extra pressure when I know that I'm doing the best thing for me, or I already have a plan, or and I am making progress, or if I set aside those extra calories, or I had fasted all day so I could indulge at Thanksgiving. I don't want it to be now everybody's like paying attention to what I'm putting in my mouth. And I'm just generally a private person, so I haven't really put this on social media. And for me, I still don't even know if I'm going to upload this, but if I do, I want it to be known that this is for me mostly. And if it, you get anything from this, is that follow what your doctor says and do this because you want to do it, and it's something that you're doing for you. Don't do it for anybody else but yourself. And have a goal. Write down why you're doing it. I didn't understand why they kept hinting at you should definitely write down why you're doing this, because after you have the surgery, you're going to have buyer's remorse. Like, why did I do this to myself? Am I going to ever be able to eat again? Am I ever going to be able to have my favorite foods? Like, all those thoughts are going to go through your head when you're around someone that's eating and you're like, oh man, I really wish I could have that instead of just some broth. Like, all those times you feel like giving up, or like, why did I do this to myself? Or you get down in the dumps and depressed and don't understand why you did this. You can go back and like review that or read that, or I don't know if anybody's on here religious, but you can have faith and know that you made the right decision and that you're gonna come out better because of this. I'm going to try to attach my Bariatastic scale to show like my progress thus far at the end of this, because like I said, I just jumped on here to give my video documentation of where I am so far 2 weeks post-op, and say that, like I said, this has not been the easiest journey, but I do not regret this. This was the best decision I probably ever made for myself in my adult life, is to do this for me. And I am so happy that I did it. And this is not to encourage or discourage anybody from doing it. Only do it if you feel like this is what's for you. Like I said, I'm going to try to be more cognizant and be more forthcoming with this type of information, because I am private. I try not to put this out into the world, but I do feel like it may help somebody, and I know it's going to help me when I look back on this in the future and see my past self and be like, I am so proud of you because you did it. All right. Peace, guys.